Hi everyone, let us solve this example of power series. So see, we have to prove this sum of all these is equal to 1 upon 1 minus x square. So what will I do? I will start with one power series. Okay, so I am considering a power series summation x raised to n running from 0 to infinity. Okay, so first of all I will focus on what is the radius of convergence of this power series. Okay, so what will I do? I will compare this power series with a standard power series. Do you know what is standard power series? Summation Cn x raised to n. So what is Cn here? Here Cn is obviously 1. Okay, so I will try to find its radius of convergence. So therefore radius of convergence is equal to, do you know the formula? Formula of radius of convergence is 1 upon limit n tends to infinity mod Cn plus 1 upon Cn. But see, in this case Cn is 1, so Cn plus 1 is also 1, so limit n tends to infinity 1 upon 1. So you obviously, if you have constant, if you apply limit, you will have 1, so that's why the radius of convergence is 1. So therefore I can say this series is absolutely convergent. Therefore the series this series is absolutely convergent for mod x less than 1. The series is absolutely convergent for mod x less than 1. So now what will I do? Yeah, I will find where it converges. Okay, so I will consider, let Sn be a sequence of partial sum. See, here I am going to find where it converges. Okay, so see, then do you know Sn of x means what? Sn of x means sum of first n terms. That means I will put in this series, I will put n is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3. If I put 0, x raised to 0, 1. If I put n is equal to 1, x. If I put n is equal to 2, x square. In this way, I will take a first n terms. That means obviously it is x raised to n minus 1. Since we start with 1, so that's why you can go up to x raised to n minus 1. Do you know what is the sum of this? Sum of this series is 1 minus x raised to n upon 1 minus x. See, now what will I do? I will take limit of both sides. Therefore, limit n tends to infinity Sn of x is equal to limit n tends to infinity 1 minus x raised to 1 upon 1 minus x. So, see, but what we have mod x less than 1 na? So if you take any nth power, any higher power as n tends to infinity, obviously it will go to 0. So 1 minus 0 upon 1 minus x. So this is 1 upon 1 minus x. That means sequence of partial sum converges to 1 upon 1 minus x. Therefore the sum of this series is also 1 upon 1 minus x. So therefore I can mention, therefore as sequence of partial sum converges to this one, we can write the sum of this series is 1 upon 1 minus x for mod x less than 1, right? So what is meaning of that? That is, if I put n is equal to 0, 1 we will have. If I put n is equal to 2, sorry 1, x will have x square. In this way you can go up to x raised to n. Actually there are infinite terms, so you can go up to infinity. 1 upon 1 minus x. So now what I am going to do, I am going to differentiate term by term. Now differentiating term by term. Okay, I'm going to find its derivative. What is derivative of 1? 0. What is derivative of x? 1. What is derivative of x square? 2x. Obviously x cube derivative 3x square. What is derivative of x raised to n? N x raised to n minus 1 plus and so on. What is derivative of 1 upon 1 minus x? Its derivative is minus 1 upon 1 minus x square. I am writing the formula. The formula is derivative of 1 upon x is minus 1 upon x square. This is the actual formula. Okay, minus 1 upon its square. So I wrote square into again derivative of this bracket. This is called a chain rule. What is derivative of this bracket? It is -1. So what will happen? Minus minus plus we will have. So I will rewrite the series 1 plus 2x plus 3x square plus and so on, nx raised to n minus 1 plus and so on, and minus minus plus 1 upon 1 minus x square. Okay, so in this way we proved that thing. Thank you.